What's up, everyone? Welcome to Among the Fence, my YouTube channel where I do music reviews. My name is Aaron, and it is time for New Music Friday. I'm going to be taking a look at some of the upcoming releases coming out throughout the week of February 17th. I'm going to give my personal thoughts and opinions on what I think we can expect from some of this new music. And as always, if there's something that I missed that you're looking forward to, please leave a comment below letting me know what it is so I can discover some new music. And also let me know what you want me to review next so I can make that happen for you. So yeah, let's jump into some new music. First up for albums is Shrezzers' newest album with Sex and Sax. This band is definitely a guilty pleasure of mine. I think they kind of started out as like a joke, but then it eventually kind of became more of a serious thing. And I'm a sucker for saxophone solos, so I'm really hoping that this album is going to be full of them. The overall sound that they've been going in has been really promising. And not only that, but they're super talented. They're fantastic at making melodies. I first discovered them because like Jared Dines was featured on one of their songs. I think it's Emoji Queen or something like that. If you have never heard of them, definitely check them out. You can start right there. Emoji Queen, their whole last album is fantastic. They're kind of like pop metal, I guess you could say, with saxophone solos. So yeah, they're pretty sick. Code Orange is releasing a reimagined album of what is really Underneath. It's like a new take of their last album, Underneath. And I haven't really listened to this band all that much. I like what I've heard so far when it pops up on different like radios and playlists and stuff on Spotify. And I know that Underneath was a lot of people's album of the year for 2020. So I'm kind of excited to hear this. I'm excited to hear a new take on it. Maybe I'll go back and do a review on that. Maybe I'll do a review on this. I'm not entirely sure. If you want to know what I think of this album when it comes out, leave a comment below. Let me know if you want me to review it. I never even reviewed their last album, Underneath. So if you want to see a review on that, also leave a comment asking for that one as well. Just because it's unventured territory for me. I'm not really too sure if this reimagined thing is going to offer anything that's worth reviewing, if it's just kind of like the same thing that they did before. So yeah, if you want me to go back and check something of theirs out, let me know. We get a new single from the Acacia strain titled Fresh Bones. Slow Decay, their last album, was album of the year for me back in 2020, so I'm very excited for this and I'm expecting big things from them. However, I don't let my expectations kind of get the better of me to the point to where if they release something and it's not what I was expecting, I tend to not like it, which can happen to some people, and sometimes it does happen to me. But I've learned to just kind of let things happen, especially when bands are just doing new stuff. And they change their sound. They're a lot more deathcore than they've ever been, which is kind of my thing anyways. So yeah, I've just been really excited. I've been hungry for anything from these guys for about the past 3 years since they released Slow Decay. So I'm just very much excited about this. I have a feeling no matter what, it's going to be super sick. We also have a new single from Gideon titled Take Off. Their last album was one of the worst things I've ever listened to. It's the only album that I've reviewed out of like 350 or something like that I couldn't even give a ranking to. I quit listening to it about halfway through as I can't do it. It's unlistenable. A lot of people disagreed with me, of course, which is, that's totally fine. It's just not really my cup of tea. And it makes me really sad because Gideon was one of my favorite bands, especially they're more of a metalcore band back in the day and they kind of ventured more into hardcore. But these past couple of singles have been, they sound promising. I'm not completely sure if that's going to be the whole thing for a new album for them, but I have high hopes for Takeoff. I'm really hoping that they can bounce back from the low that they've been in. We get a new single from Decapitation titled We Eat Our Young. It's basically, I'm assuming this is what you're going to expect from Decap. They don't really change too much. They don't sound too new on anything. They kind of do the same sort of thing subject-wise within all their songs as well. And I don't know, I've never been a huge fan of them because of that. They don't really evolve all that much. Sure, like the production and just the overall sound of their songwriting is kind of evolved and their guitar tones and stuff, but otherwise it's Decap. This is just what they are and what they do. My only gripe with their last album, Death Atlas, was just that there was so many highs in there. I'm not a huge fan of the higher, cleaner-ish vocals, I guess. I don't know, they just weren't really it for me. I want some more lows, so I'm hoping we get some more of that on this single and potentially new album. We also have a new single from the Amity Affliction titled I See Dead People. Their newer stuff has definitely been a step up from their last album, which is, I don't know, it's kind of like the theme of this New Music Friday. I feel like I'm just expecting everything to be better than it was before, because a lot of these bands that have released stuff in the past, or the last song or album they released just wasn't really feeling it. But for some reason, I just feel like it's going to be there this time. The Amity Affliction has just been really disappointing a lot of their fans over the past couple of years. And I feel like with this, it's starting to change. They're kind of growing into the new sound that they've been evolving into anyways. We also have a new single from Barry tomorrow titled Heretic, featuring Laws Taylor from While She Sleeps, which I'm a huge fan of that band. It's going to be quite interesting to hear how much this band has changed since they lost their rhythm guitarist / clean vocalist. However, I feel like the cleans were the most polarizing part of this band. So, I don't know, it might be a positive, but I feel like it's going to be more of a negative for fans who are really into this band and into that sound in general, because I enjoyed it, but I understand that there's a lot of people that didn't, because the vocal tone was very unique. But I don't know, music-wise, I'm kind of curious to see what's going to change in terms of the rhythm guitar parts. Is it going to be as groovy and heavy as it was before, or maybe it's going to be heavier? Hopefully, we'll see. We also have a new single from Sleep Token titled Vore. The music abilities of this band is just, it's unfathomable. It's so impressive. A lot of people don't really get the hype of Sleep Token, which I understand as well. I didn't really get it with I can't remember the name of, not the last album, but the one before that. But the more I listened to them, the more I really started to get it. Their ambience is just phenomenal. Their songwriting is so freaking good, and everything in this band is just pure magic. And I feel like this single is it's not gonna let people down, especially since they've been having their mixture of heavy and hard music. I feel like now, I feel like this is going to be a heavy song. I feel like this one's going to do it, just because the last couple of songs they released, people have been complaining, like, it's not heavy, I don't get it, this isn't metal, which, I don't know, Sleep Token is just so much more than just a heavy metal band. I mean, so much more than that. And I feel like once more people start to get that, they're just going to keep growing and growing and growing. And that is it for New Music Friday. Like I said, there was a lot of stuff that came out this week. I wasn't really able to get around to all of it. So if there's anything that I missed that you feel like deserves some attention, leave a comment below letting everybody know what it is so we can all discover some new music. And if there's anything you want me to do a review on, please leave a comment below. It doesn't even have to be anything from this. Like I said, I'll do a review on the old Code Orange album from about 3 years ago or so. So yeah, anything, album, EP, single, new, old, let me know what it is and I'll make it happen for you. And if you enjoy this video, don't forget to give it a like. If you want to help support me and the channel, please consider subscribing and ringing the bell icon. Doing any of that stuff helps me out tremendously. I appreciate you taking your time out of your day to sit here and listen to me talk about music. And I hope you have a good rest of your day or night, whenever you're happy watching this. And I will talk to you guys next time.
I was just an ignorant kid relying on my parents' said to save me.